Welcome to the Heartfire Rising podcast, personal growth in less than 5 minutes. I'm your host, Danielle Palli. Thank you for being here. Mel Brooks is quoted as saying, "Humor is just another defense against the universe." And I tend to agree. One of the things people comment about when they read my books as a fiction writer is how much humor and witty banter there is between the characters, particularly since I cover some pretty heavy and serious topics. Part of that is comic relief for the audience, and part of it is for me. That's my approach to life in general. Things are not always sunshine and roses, and the more we can look at life from a humorous perspective, we reap a lot of health benefits. Some of the benefits of humor include stress reduction, increased creativity, better problem solving, better cardio health. Norman Cousins described laughter as inner jogging. Pain reduction, a decrease in depression and anxiety, better immune function, and it lowers our risk of chronic disease. I know we've all experienced those uncomfortable situations where we can 5 years later laugh about the absurdity of it. Missed planes and travel plans gone awry, miscommunications with friends. They weren't funny in that moment, and oftentimes they might have ruined our day, our vacation, our week, our month, our year. In those situations, one of the things that's helpful for me is not wait for years until it becomes funny, but if I notice something annoying has happened during the day and it's really affecting the rest of my day, is trying to reframe it in my head from a comedic standpoint and look at the humor in it. And I'm not talking about traumatic situations. I'm talking about minor everyday annoyances. And try to start to shift the focus and see if you can rewrite the story in your head. One of my earliest memories of using humor as a defense mechanism, when I was a kid, I got an ear infection in both ears. I lost 80% of my hearing for about a month, and I was in a lot of pain. And I would go to bed at night and I couldn't sleep because I would feel this constant throbbing pain in my ears. And I don't know where it came from, but I just imagined that there were these coal miners in my head with these little picks, and they were digging out all the bad stuff, the infection. So they were actually helping me. And then I started laughing. And as I started laughing, the pain didn't seem so bad. It was a powerful experience for me because it worked. And it's something that I've relied on ever since. So today's action item is actually action items plural, and they're in 2 parts. The first part is to give some exercises for bringing more humor, noticing humor in your life. And the second part is creating your own humor. So as far as the humor exercises, start to notice throughout the day every time something humorous happens. And you might even jot them down. And at the end of the day, pick the top 3 that you thought were the funniest to think about. So just start noticing and collecting humorous moments. 2 would be build on that humor. So now seek out more humor, whether it's a comedy movie, calling friends who are funny, watching animals at play, or stand-up comedy, listening to funny songs, comic books, even laughter yoga. Seek out as many different opportunities as you can. And then the third would be the example I gave earlier, resolving stress with humor. Can you take a mildly annoying occurrence and find the humor and rewrite the narrative? Now, the second part is creating your own humor. So some experiments for doing that would be turning off the sound of a movie and making up your own dialogue between the characters. Try having an entire conversation with somebody who's willing to play along, using only song lyrics or lines from movies. One fun experiment I like to do as a writer, and this is actually a good writing prompt, is have someone give you 3 random words and wrap a made-up story around it. And the last one, pick a bunch of objects on your desk, random objects. Now imagine that they've come to life and they're having a conversation. What are they talking about? Just some ideas for inviting more humor into your day to receive all the incredible benefits that come from laughter. Because after all, according to Groucho Marx, humor is reason gone mad. Thanks for being here. Until next time, take care of yourself.